we'll go ahead and get started then. It's a light group. I'll keep it short too. Today we actually have Gia's. So we've kind of changed up the just moving forward. We for Tuesday meetings, we're gonna kind of change it up. In lieu of bringing on AEs and Peter, primarily coming on. We're going to change it up with a few things. So we're going to occasionally, I think every quarter, we're going to have someone from the processing team to come on and address, whatever they need to address, whether it's from, the processing side, new rules, or, there's always new rules in TIL and RESPA, the process in-house. So they'll address a few things there. Once a month, okay, and we will have this, announced ahead of time. So for like next week, the 28th, we're just going to look at case files. Okay. So if you had one that was recently rejected or declined, or you just weren't able to get anywhere with it, okay, bring those scenarios to us and we'll go ahead and discuss and perhaps find solutions that you could have otherwise, offered. So bring it. I'll always have a couple that we can look at. And maybe it was one where it did successfully close, but it was very unconventional, right? It wasn't a straightforward W-2, or maybe it was. And someone, there was multiple social security numbers involved. Okay, so that's a real one that one of the loan officers will share, someone with multiple or conflicting social security numbers. So that was fun. So that'll be the 28th. We're gonna have that once a month. Okay, so once a month, we're gonna devote about 30 to 45 minutes to talk about loan files that either were very hairy or the ones that were rejected, denied. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with wins for the week though. Alex, you got something to share?
Yeah, I got a VA application refinance.
Okay.
It's a little bit trickier though because his DD-214 only shows his training hours, and he served in the National Guard since 2018, and he just got out in 2025. So we ordered the COE, didn't come back. They're requesting a letter from his commander, and we're going to try doing that. We also submitted his retirement points because the National Guard said that should also help with the COE. So we're kind of there. He closed on the property last year. He couldn't do VA with the other lender. They did FHA. So we're going to try again. If not, then we're going to have to wait until he can refinance, take that money out because he wants to use it for remodeling.
That is actually a very interesting one. Yeah, bring it up next week too, with any further updates. But so you're saying that despite him having a DD-214 and him having military service, he's not awarded eligibility.
No, he's not. He should be though, because he's been in there for quite some time. But the DD-214 only shows his boot camp, right?
But he's been in the military since 2018, you said?
Yeah, since 2018, yeah.
Is he active duty?
He just got out in 2025. Yeah.
Okay.
From the National Guard.
Interesting. Yeah. Let's see. William, hey, nice to meet you. I don't know if we've met. Are you a producing loan officer yourself?
I am. Just don't have anything yet at this time.
Yeah. Where are you located?
Well, I'm in Georgia. I'm with Becky, by the way.
Gotcha. You're with Becky. Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Awesome. Yeah. So in the beginning of the training sessions, I like to just go around and have people share a win for the week. Right. Everyone has different backgrounds, perspectives, approaches, and methods. I thought it would be just a great way to share, and feed off of what everyone does. For me, it was a win. Got into a new escrow last week, only to come to. But I wanted to share this because, they're going to be back in the market. They had to cancel, but I'm dealing with manufactured condos. Okay, so this is a veteran too, Alex, like yours. who's interested in purchasing a manufactured home, which is fine, right? You guys all know that with manufactured homes, it has to have the 433A. Okay, the HUD tag. Okay, the HUD tag that's on the side of the building or next to the air conditioner control, it's not good enough. Okay, so the 433A is the actual county recording document. Okay, that says that HUD approves that this is now a property, no longer a mobile vehicle. Okay, but anyways, this is a mobile home on permanent foundation with the 433A. However, it's in a HOA community. And because it's in the HOA community, it's being classified as a manufactured condo. Okay. And so obviously our wonderful team has been looking up on the VA and the FHA. The FHA is public, guys. You guys all know this, right? You could just Google FHA condo lookup and you can look up whether the project is FHA approved or not, or rejected. If you have one for VA, I think it's okay to say this, right, Gia? Send them the address, and the processors have access to the VA portal, web GOI, and they can look it up whether it's VA approved or not. In the instances of my two scenarios, they were both not VA approved. Okay, that doesn't mean, like FHA, that it can't get approved. It will require what's called a spot approval. Okay, but just keep in mind, again, spot approvals require that your borrower is in escrow. Okay, so really they're in escrow with no guarantee, right? Because it can take, I mean, if it's really, really fast, in the past I've experienced a week. Sometimes it could take a couple weeks, several weeks. Okay, so you have to understand that your borrower, the buyer, will go into escrow knowing that it can get rejected, right? So right now, my efforts are to find solutions for this, because I've never dealt with a manufactured condo. There's only an annual fee of $55, right? So I'm like, hey, it's $55 annually. What kind of a condo assessment is there really? So that will be something I'll bring to next week too. But in any case, anyone else? Let me see. Who else is on? I know Freddie's got, everyone's on vacation. I guess it's summer's early, huh? Let's see. I think that's it. All right. Before I let Becky, or sorry, not Becky, Gia present, just want to share with you guys a few things. Rates, you guys know, are hovering around, right? Wholesale rates around low sixes, right? High five, low six. If you're out in the marketplace selling retail, rates are probably quoting like a mid 6.6 So I really do believe, as kind of experienced the last week or so, we're gonna be in this range. Okay, I don't think for better part of this year we're gonna see rates drop into the mid to low fives. I don't think it's doom and gloom and we're gonna see rates in the sevens. I think we're gonna be hovering around the low sixes for a while. Okay, and really that means what? You guys, unless you guys are charging points up front, disclosing on Section A, if you're working off the rebate only, yes, you're probably selling retail rates around mid sixes. Okay. Sorry here. I'm having trouble with my screen. The only really thing that I wanted to share with you guys today from a industry news standpoint, as you know, the rates have predominantly taken share of the news. Take this article with a grain of salt. Okay. Do you think there's going to be a global recession? Anyone want to say anything? Yeah, no. Alex, I like the optimism. I hope not. I don't know, right? Obviously, you guys all know this. We're in a war, right? We're in a war right now. The biggest thing around this is the oil. Oil is causing inflation right now. According to this article too, actually, I just wanted to kind of highlight that. Yeah, this is backing up what I say. I don't think we're going to see major drops in rates. But I don't think we're going to see rates, go back into the sevens. We are still in a lower rate environment compared to last year. Okay. I want to say that one more time. We are still in a lower rate environment than we were last year and the year previous to that. Okay. So I am meeting a lot of buyers who are on the fence. Okay. And realtors who are really, really slow. But I don't get why. Because overall rates are lower than it has the past couple of years, as evidenced by this article here. So remember, the past few months, we've been coming on saying how busy the loan officers have been, right? Okay, as headlined by this, pending home sales defy rising rates, signaling pent-up buyer demand. Okay, so I think what's going on right now, if you guys want to kind of understand what's the mentality and the appetite with real estate agents is, you have a bunch of haves and have-nots. Okay, I support 3 offices. Okay, right now, that, as you say, that bell curve, okay, it's becoming a very, very, how do I say this? It's a skewed bell curve now. Okay, that bell curve now is no longer this, right? We are seeing something like flat line and then this, really an L shape. So those top tier agents right now who are producing, who are consistent produce, are producing more. The agents who really did 1 here, 2 there a year, they're still there. Okay, so as the saying goes, the rich gets richer. Your efforts should not be in mass in soliciting or reaching out to agents in the masses. Perhaps you want to say, hey, you want to offer a program, right? A doctor's program, a mobile home financing, right? A second to help an agent. But right now, what I am seeing is the rich have gotten richer and the poor have gotten poorer. Take what you want with that information. I don't know. Is that what you guys also see in the marketplace? Yeah, for the most part, Alex, you're nodding your head. Yeah, I would double your efforts on those who are actually producing. Okay, there's a lot of agents that are just on the fence waiting, just like the buyers who are on the fence. But then there are also buyers who are in the market submitting offers, multiple offers a week. Okay, you want to double your efforts with those. Don't play with those who are just on the sideline right now. You're wasting your time. Okay, there will be a time and place for that. You can drip on those, here and there, send a text message or an email just to let you know, hey, I'm here if you need something. But your efforts really should be those who are out there hustling. Okay,